It was written by Ibrahim Farouk. Ibrahim Farouk writes for SammyFlex.com, and he says, he's asking that has the Ghanaian entertainment industry showed love enough to Shatta Wale after his Beyonce feature? Let me read just a portion of the story because the feature is very long, but then something small to guide us in this discussion. Farouk writes, the country, especially the showbiz industry, has gotten a great recognition after the great dancehall artist Shatta Wale represented the industry on the Lion King, that is the gift album of Beyonce. Shatta Wale has done his part, and the remaining task is on the shoulders of the music industry and Ghanaians to promote the feature. Looking at the controversy surrounding the feature, it seems Ghanaians only focus and are good in trending and promoting negative stories than the positive stories. Even though Shatta Wale was on the album alone as an individual artist from Ghana, he represented the country, especially the showbiz industry. I expected the country and the industry to promote and trend the story, but not to be analyzing and criticizing his mistakes. Beyonce calling for a feature with Shatta Wale is different from Shatta Wale calling Beyonce for a feature, which Ghanaians must understand. The country and the showbiz industry must promote and trend the song for Shatta Wale to overtake all the African artists who represented on the album, but not to compare and contrast the song to other songs in the country. I'm now thinking of believing what the great American cartoonist said: we have truly found the enemy and he is us. When I look at the aftermath of the featuring, we never compared Shatta Wale's stories of negativism to any other artist, so why must Ghanaians compare his story of positiveness to other artists? Music lovers and Ghanaians trended the story of Shatta Wale beefing his colleague artist, the story of Shatta Wale removing his dick on stage, the story of Shatta Wale showing an alleged cocaine in his car, the story of Shatta Wale fighting at the VGMAs. But why are Ghanaians not trending the feature he had with Beyonce? The showbiz industry and Ghanaians should understand that the world is not watching Shatta Wale on the album, but rather watching the Ghanaian music and genre, so his feature should be trended as well. Well, I have seen on countless occasions where people have compared the already track between Beyonce and Shatta Wale to Dondo of Kwao Kese, and I was shocked for such an immature comparison. Now the story continues. I'm sure if you want to read, you can also log on to SammyFlex.com by Ibrahim Farouk. Now let's come back to the studio and start this discussion, and I'm starting with Spider. Has the entertainment industry showed love enough to Shatta Wale after his Beyonce feature? That is the question.
Very well.
Okay, Yankwe.
They've shown so much love. Mm-hmm. I mean, for Shatta Wale. Mm-hmm. Sako there featuring Ace Hood. Mm-hmm. They didn't go well like Shatta Wale, Beyonce featuring Shatta Wale. It has spread all over to the extent Sisiano, Oko Twitter crana, Shatta is still trending. What trend is with Beyonce? Okay,
mami, Emma explanation be kakra. Asemna obisano nye the fans of Shatta Wale. There is the segment fans of Shatta Wale pushing an agenda for their artists, and at the industry.
Well, I think the industry is helping.
Good. No, me person me who's what yes.
Yeah. The industry is helping because since the day of release, people were expecting it. He said he will release the song on the 19th. And people were expecting it. And when the song came out on every radio station in Ghana, there is no radio station on Bonyum, no Bia, even Sisi Anyum we cry and Kwalakrato. And in Kwalato no. And I think it's a good thing for Ghanaians. I mean, we should hold this song down. For me, my enjoy Anyum Weibo. We should play this song because Shatta Wale and Ghana, Ghana do level be. You find say Black Star Echo tournament here on do baby. Shatta Wale and Sisia watch Ghana for any Beyonce featuring him with this song. So I think this song, we should hold this song down and play it. And one thing me Yanni said, we are not talking about that, but for me, this militant. When say a new way Shatta Wale Beyonce feature if I were to be the guys, I'll utilize this image like Shatta Wale image to do songs. I mean to blow, because when you do a song in Shatta's camp, if he tweet or broadcast it, people will even know. Even Beyonce will say Shatta Wale were militant, but what are their use? They should utilize this and then do good songs. No munjai nechidi on stage. No mun kita mic ye dede no.
I see. Spider himself is an artist manager. He manages Galaxy. Bruh. To us, militant for Spider Bomb Yemusan.
They are working.
Yes, they are still
under grooming.
Yes, they are still going through grooming.
They are working. In fact, Natalie released Olympics.
Yeah, that song
good
no
song.
bad. That song
no
no
bad.
bad.
They are working, and in due time you hear of them.
And has the Ghanaian entertainment industry loved or shown so much love to Shatta Wale yet?
They have, but it's difficult to draw a line between their help and the fans' help because the fans' help has covered everything. So it's very difficult for you to say exactly where the industry helped. But if you talk about news items, I'm sure when the song was released or when the news broke that Shatta Wale has been featured on a Beyonce album, quite a number of headlines flew left, right, center. And I'm sure TV stations, radio stations have all, one way or the other, done something about it, be it positive or negative. I mean, if we agree and believe that no publicity is bad publicity, then you would also agree that whatever any radio station or TV station said, or newspaper or online platform said about him, with regards to Already song, that is Beyonce featuring Shatta Wale, has shot it to a certain level. Almost everybody in the country now who follows music knows that such a thing has happened, such a feature has gone on, and the world over people are mentioning and talking about already. It's already topping charts. Over the weekend, there were some Apple Music charts, blah, blah, blah chart, blah, blah, blah chart, and people were voting. In fact, Mr. Massive even voted, had a screenshot and dropped it in a group we're all in. And you could see already leading so far. And this day just come by fluke. People have pushed the agenda, fans especially, and industry people. Last night I chanced on a how to vote or a how to do something,
how to stream
flyer that they've done detailing how you could actually.
So this, for instance, was done by the fans.
Yes.
So that is where I want us to differentiate.
And that's how it will be very difficult for you to tell. Draw the line where the fans' help ends and where the industry help starts. But you can't rule out the fact that the industry has also played a role.
Exactly.
That one, whoever says the industry hasn't played a role would be a big liar because the industry has played a role. In fact, if we are even talking about it, then the industry, we are a subset of it. So the industry has really talked about it, but the fans have done marvelously well, such that it's difficult to draw the line. They did that thing and put it out there for people who want to stream to know how to stream so that their streaming counts. And they didn't do it for just one platform. They did it for about 3 or 4 platforms. The last one they did for was Tidal. So if you want to stream on Apple Music or blah, 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 you have to stream for 30 seconds. Make sure your volume is up 50%. And it's so nice. And it's top education for people who want to stream beyond Shatta Wale songs. If you want to stream any Ghanaian artist song on any of these platforms and you want it to count, this is what you should do about it, or this is how you should go about it. And these things are all helping Shatta Wale's Already song to move. Internet, Yabua, industry now, and Shatta himself will realize it by now. Okay. That the people have helped. If he will be very objective and be true to the matter as it should be, he will know that people have really, really pushed. I also chanced on a post from him asking his people to stop the trolling. They should stop trolling the other artists who haven't done it, and that he understands the fact that they've done it to him before. And so the fans are using this opportunity to also do it to the people who did it to him when he was up for trolling. But he says, look, stop it and focus your energies. Let's have a concerted energy and effort to push our good works, to push our songs. When the songs grow bigger, in fact, there's no better revenge than being successful. So let's push until we become very successful, and then the people will take care of their own selves. So industry has helped. Fans have helped as well.
All right, thank you so much, Arnold Mason Levanyo, and I'm sure I'll be reading your tweet as well. Thanks to Ibrahim Farouk for giving us this for discussion. Yes, Chief Charles, wrap up for me, boss.
Sammy?
Yes, boss.
There's a certain stature in life when you get to, whether people hate you or they love you, they can't ignore you. And for me, I believe that's where Shatta Wale has gotten to.
Okay.
You hate him, you love him. You can't ignore him. One way or the other, you would either talk about him or hear of him. the question as regards whether he has received enough support from the Ghanaian populace or the public,
especially the industry.
I believe he has.
Okay.
For the industry, you need no look further to see that there has been an overwhelming support right from the day it was announced, that he had done a feature of the nature and it was going to be released. Industry people, industry colleagues, Sarkodie, Stoneboy, and all those people sent congratulatory messages. Whether it was real or fake or pretentious, publicly, we've been notified that they have sent congratulatory messages, and that is part of the support he received. Look, even people who are not necessarily music followers, people who don't play to our circle, such as Anas Arimia Anas, has even sent congratulatory messages. I understood the president himself reacted.
Reacted way.
I saw some news that said that the president has reacted to Shatta Wale's fiction. I don't know.
Don't be deceived by those Twitter. Those Twitter people.
Well, fair enough.
Yes.
It may be true. Of course, anything that flies online could be true or fake. But that's what I heard. But for Anasis, it is true that he has sent a congratulatory message. So if a person of his caliber who plays outside our circle could, get in the fray of congratulating him, for me, I believe that he has received enough support from the populace. But on Thursday evening, I was listening to Adum FM on my way to the GMOC launch. And there's a program, I'm not sure who was hosting it, but Prince Chagan was on the program briefly. And obviously he talked about the featuring. But he put a twist that anybody who was listening can read their own meaning to it. Here is what he said, and I quote, that he heard the connection came from the owner of the dome. What's his name?
Fantasy. That is Fantasy Dome.
Fantasy Dome. That the owner is very close to Shatta Wale, and the connection came from him. So it was natural that once the connection came from him and he's close to Shatta Wale, he directed it towards Shatta. And that it is possible that if the connection had come through someone who's close to Stoneboy or somebody else, it would have gone to
Stoneboy as well,
or Sack. So that was the twist or the angle
And so
he was giving to the whole thing. And so my exact reaction was, and so I heard him say in life, and I'm ahomasu na dua and dua na ahomahu esro and whatever it is. The three people say yes.
yeah, and I'm diasu na homa hosu.
Ahuma to me kosru or whatever it is, you guys say it. And so obviously there are industry people who are seeking to, if you like, punch holes in the achievements for Ghana.
Okay.
See, if Shatta Wale were like a boxer, like Azuma or Ike, who would stand in the ring alone and battle one person where the entire country will rally behind them, that's the way we have to look at this thing and not attempt to punch holes.
Okay, Chief, thank you so much. I want Jatta. Let's do some calls. Let me pick some one or two tweets, and you can now call to talk about the topics treated so far. Remember, we're going to have an exclusive chat with Guru, the hitmaker. Guru is in the studio already. We're going to have an exclusive chat. It's been long you heard him talk, right? That guy doesn't like to be talking here and there, but today we have him here. All the issues around, we will be listening, and we'll be hearing the part of Guru. AK Music says, I'm sure the industry has done their part. He messed up their actions when a fellow